10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Is brought to you by Lloyd's Construction and Consulting, providing first-class construction services on 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it.
You need something to lift your spirits. Welcome back. This is the 10-minute drill. It'll certainly lift your spirits. Sports concepts and rationalization.
Talking about a chick flick that he got dragged into.
Valentine's Day. I didn't get dragged into it. The wife chose. I let her pick it. It was a very good movie. We enjoyed the movie, but the ending was horrible.
Well, then it's not a good movie if the ending's
right. And then we looked at each other and shook our head. And that was it. I mean, come on, man. You got to have a good ending.
That helps. I watched. I've gotten to. I'm a sucker for these crime docs that Netflix will drop about once every 2 months.
Are you watching what about the girl in LA?
Yeah, the Cecil Hotel one. Yeah, I watched that one. A spoiler alert: like most docs, it was 4 episodes that could have been 1. They could have told the whole
That's
story.
That's what I
in
heard.
one.
Like they wait till the last episode to bring in the guy who has all the answers.
And and I'll just say this: it's as obvious as you think all along.
Yeah.
So it's one thing if you naturally get taken down these mysterious paths, but I almost felt like that one. The mystery was contrived. It was pretty obvious from the get-go what happened to the girl, but I'll let you watch. It's the Hotel Cecil, what is it? The disappearance of somebody, or I don't know.
It's a little bit of a fun story down under this Jessica Pegula, whose mom and dad happen to own the city of Buffalo, basically, the Bills and the Sabres and everything else up there. And good for Jessica Pegula, who has got her first win over a top 10 opponent, and so she has made her way into the first trip into the quarterfinals of a Grand Slam tournament.
Yeah, that surprised me because I'd seen her name in the past in tennis because I knew she was the Pegula's daughter, so I thought she had a little more brief success than that. I was surprised that she had not been into the quarters before. I figured I knew her name because she must have done something similar in the past, but.
Yeah, and so she will take on an All-American quarterfinal number 22, Jennifer Brady, who's a good friend of hers. So she basically said after Brady won, she used a blur marker to respond in writing, "Bring it, Jess." So opportunity for both of us. They became close after playing doubles for the United States in the team competition, now known as the Billie Jean King Cup. So anyway, pretty good stuff.
Serena won again over the weekend. She beat the number 7 seed.
Yeah.
So I think she's got Halep today.
By the way,
she goes like Halep, Osaka, and I mean she's got a brutal pack.
By the way, also speaking of Pegula, and congrats, she works with Venus Williams' former coach, which isn't a big deal until you know who the former coach is, and that's one of the Witts, David Witt.
That's correct.
David is a Jacksonville guy, the fabulous Witt brothers. You know them all. There's David, there's Danny, there's Kevin, who was the baseball of the Witts. But
first-round pick.
Yes, and so anyway, congratulations to her, and that'll be fun to watch, and kind of be rooting for her. But what a great year for the Pegulas as their Buffalo Bills went to the AFC Championship game, and their daughters made it to the quarterfinals of the Australian Open.
I always have a lot of respect for an athlete that comes from that kind of money to put the kind of work that it takes.
Yeah.
To put in.
That's a good point.
To be a pro tennis player, Now, granted, the other side of that is, you have the backing to work on your goal, and that's true too. But it'd be very easy to settle into some PR role that pays you $14 million a year, than to put in all the work that she does. So, good for her. I guess I'm out on an island when it comes to my thoughts on Jordan Spieth in the weekend that was.
You're going to tell me he choked?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to tell you he's on an incredible rise back to prominence.
That's interesting.
Eddie and everyone there yesterday said, well, if he doesn't win today, it's not a successful weekend.
Oh, all right.
I mean, have you guys been watching?
Somewhat of a surprise.
Well, have you guys been watching? Look, he may have formatively choked within yesterday's round, small amount. Daniel Berger went out and had a hell of a round into the last hole.
He said himself afterwards he kind of felt like
well, that's good.
Yeah.
That means that there's a real expectation back. This is 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, top 5.
And this week, all weekend. Like last weekend, he was kind of up and down to be top 5. But, so, yeah, he went into the final round with a 2-shot lead, and I guess the easy description is that he, quote, blew it.
Yeah.
But when you've been in the desert as long as Jordan Spieth has, he's fallen down to like 100 in world golf rankings. I would take this as a positive heading into into the majors coming up. Yeah.
Well, he plays Augusta so well. It's he would be one to watch.
He's been really bad, Dan. I don't think people realize he misses cuts. He has rounds of 78.
Yeah.
I mean, This 2 now. I'll be honest. I'm skeptical. I think he's had 2 weeks here where he's played okay. This is a guy who had a stranglehold on the number one ranking, was winning majors, but I'm not in that group that thinks that this is some setback that he didn't win yesterday. I think it just continues some positive momentum that he has to have to get back. And Daniel Berger, by the way,
he's on a run.
He should sue, the notion of popularity, or just sue the notion of respect.
Sue somebody.
Yeah, he gets no respect.
No respect, Rodney.
I mean, I'm serious. Daniel Berger shouldn't be behind the Morikawas and the DeChambeaus and these guys that they throw at you like they're the next thing.
Well,
he shouldn't be behind Hovland.
Those two guys have won majors.
They have, yeah, in the last 10 minutes.
That's the difference.
The last 10 minutes.
That's the difference. Daniel Berger's been on a
incredible tear for a year.
Yeah, in fact, the funny thing was, remember, he won, but because of COVID, did not get an invitation to Augusta. Because he won, it was for the following year,
Correct.
for this year's Masters. He should have been in last year's Masters, and now he'll obviously be in this year's Masters. But Daniel Berger is playing some great golf, and he won it in style with an eagle. Did I hear correctly that he had 4 eagles at Pebble over the week? I believe they said that. Is that correct? 4 eagles?
Yeah, he did. No, 4.
Pretty impressive stuff. And he and Brooks Koepka, the first former college teammates to win back-to-back since, he and Brooks Koepka
there you go.
did it in 2017. So both Florida State golfers, so a good weekend for FSU golf as well. But Daniel Berger, he I kept waiting, and I think, I saw this. This is good. You know how you sometimes say, you get mad at the American golfers, they're
Silver spoons.
Thank you. I got the ultimate silver spoon, bro.
Okay.
Let me get this because I want to get this right. So the ultimate silver spoon is Maverick McNeely. Do you know who Maverick McNeely is?
I do. He played at Stanford. He won the same amount of tournaments at Stanford as Tiger Woods, and he was, I think, second place yesterday.
He's pretty good, right?
Oh, yeah.
Is he an up-and-comer, would you say? Has he been around? I mean, how old is Maverick McNeely?
Very young. Yeah.
Okay.
Very young. Like second or third year on the.
Okay. Well, he had his best finish, and he was playing. He might have been playing the best golf of anybody down the stretch.
Okay.
I mean, just in watching yesterday, I said, this guy might steal this thing. Anyway, came in second. He won $850,000, so that's a pretty good payday. Except for his dad is Scott McNeely, Jeff. He's the former CEO of Sun Microsystems, worth more than $1 billion. Their home with 3 private holes is on the market right now for $54 million.
Out of my price range is what you're saying?
I mean, you got to look at this house this kid grew up in. Are you kidding me? Mav. Holy smokes.
Doing okay?
Can I rent that for a weekend? Whoa.
Well, golf is certainly a sport that it helps if you got a little bit of financial flexibility as a kid to get
that
better.
He has. So don't feel badly for Maverick McNeely, but
I didn't too. I didn't feel badly either. I don't know why it is. I should have more sympathy for this. I love nothing more than an absolute debacle on the golf course. I just love it. I don't care if it's a big name or a small name.
Who had a debacle?
Oh, Nate Lashley, the debacle of all debacles, buddy. The guy 4-putt. Now, he didn't 4-putt from 80 feet, ladies and gentlemen. He 4-footed from about 10 feet. He had a 10-footer for par that if he made, he's tied for the lead.
Yeah, that was bad.
He missed that, and then he had just a little 4-footer for bogey.
Yeah.
And he rammed that by it, lipped out. And then he had a 2-footer for par.
No.
And he missed that one.
No.
So a 4-putt takes him from
7, right?
Yeah.
Triple
bogey.
On what hole? 16 or 17 was that?
16. Just blew every chance that he had.
I mean, he was tied for the lead, right?
Yes, he was tied with Berger. They were both 16 under.
In the end, it wouldn't matter because Berger eagled 18 to finish at 18 under, so I'm not sure. But he would have had a birdie finish.
But he would have had a chance. Or an eagle. I mean, the eagle was there to.
Yeah. But, yeah, so anyway, Nate Lashley, who played so well, by the way.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, he was playing some great golf, too, down the stretch. But, yeah, Daniel Berger wins and is the
Spieth is compelling, though. Back to him, and then we'll move on from this standpoint. He's very fun to watch. He's so fidgety and talkative, and you get to pick up on, eavesdrop on, especially with no fans, these conversations he has with his caddy. By the way, I've about determined from watching 4 or 5 caddy conversations between Jordan Spieth and Michael Greller that Greller is the smarter one. Like he's always right, and then
I'm
the
just
golfer,
telling you.
the golfer should.
No. I think I can get over
No,
that.
well,
No.
no.
I go ahead and hit this one.
Yeah, I'd hit the 8-iron.
Yeah.
And then Jordan almost is like sneering at him.
Like, what do you know?
And so then what did he do? Left it short. Caddy was right.
Yeah.
Caddy was right. It seems like Greller is right more than he's wrong. And I guess that's how you can disagree with your golfer and still stay employed.
Yeah.
If you're on the right side of the
scoreboard.
Yeah, of the mistake. But he's fun. Spieth is fun to watch. He's neurotic.
He is neurotic.
You know, he's moving and fidgeting and talking.
Constant yapping.
Man, I got to share this, by the way.
All right.
So I'm watching the beginning. I just thought this made me chuckle yesterday.
What?
So I'm watching the beginning of the golf on the Golf Channel, and then it switches over to CBS when your weather department allows us to watch every now and then.
Trying to protect you in St. Johns County.
Yeah, sure they are.
Believe
Your
there was a
weather
tornado
department
warning.
that's my all-time pet peeve, what these TV stations do when it comes to weather.
I don't
mean,
think you're alone.
My God, man. It's just
trying to protect you. You're in St. Johns County, there's a tornado warning.
Yeah, and then
We wanna
and
tell
that's
you.
all I need to know.
We might be in
Yeah,
trouble.
that's all you got to tell me. And then I got Balls Davis on television for
might
the
wanna-
next 20 minutes.
Balls Davis.
That's the guy reminds me of. He's Balls. He's the TV version of Balls. I don't know his name.
You might want to get into a bathtub at that time.
Right.
Put a mattress
yeah,
over you.
Yeah, because we all knew that some Oklahoma twister was coming at us. It's just ridiculous. Cover up the whole screen.
Trying to make you
tell
safe.
us nothing. You're not making us safe. These guys don't even know what. Anyway.
It was a first alert weather day.
Yeah, it was. That's exactly what it was.
It was.
But anyway, so I'm watching the golf on the Golf Channel.
Yeah.
And I leave my the cozy comfort of my bedroom, and I go out into the living room, and I'm going to put it on.
Get a beer.
No, to CBS. I'm just changing location. I'm like a
some
cat.
bed sores.
Yeah, I'm like a cat. I nap in different spots. I'll nap up on the sill, then I'll climb underneath the sofa and nap. So yeah, so I move it back out to the bedroom, and so I go back in the bedroom and turn it off. But the Faraday show is on. Have you heard of this show?
Yes.
Okay, so Faraday.
I like David Faraday.
I do too. But he's interviewing now he's rapidly becoming one of my favorite guys because he was so good to be a celebrity. I thought this guy was so down to earth when he visited with us at the Players. You know what I'm talking about, Beef? You probably do. And by the way, paid me the most tremendous compliment they got
Carson Daly?
in history. Yeah. Yeah, so Carson Daly is on with Faraday.
Okay.
And I don't know Carson Daly's whole story, but he's had some mental health stuff and, bipolar, and he's dealt with some different things. Not bipolar, but anxiety.
Okay.
Dealt with some different things, but he was talking about his relationship with his father, who was also a very good golfer, and you guys know that Daly's a very good golfer.
Yes.
Carson
He grew up golfing against Tiger.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
But he said he was always, and part of his anxiety was in the conversation about the anxiety with Faraday. So he says he was so intimidated by his dad, he just would do anything. He was afraid of him, And so he said, I'll never forget, I'm like 10 years old, and I'm playing a junior tournament. Mm-hmm. And I hit a ball, and I hear my dad go, run, run, run. I drop my bag, and I just take off running. down the fairway, and of course he's telling my ball to run.
Yeah.
And it was just, just like you reacted.
Yeah.
I laughed out loud.
Yeah.
I LOL'd it.
That's good. That's a good one.
And the way he told it was just so funny. It was so cute.
Then the question that everybody wants to know here in Jacksonville proper is, did you stay watching Faraday in the bed, or did you make the move to the sofa to watch the Pebble after the run? Did it intrigue you? Did it drag you in? Did it lure you?
I click that TV off and moved back out to the living room where I started a fire.
Yes.
You know, being a bachelor and all this weekend, I had to make sure that the chores were done. I had to milk the cow.
Bachelor
I had a
weekend.
terrible weekend, by the way.
No.
Just awful. I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
First of all, it started Friday. Now, Mississippi and the girls went off to Napa for the weekend.
Yes.
And so Friday night,
Wonderful.
Saturday night, Sunday night, correct. Well, I don't know about wonderful, but anyway, good for them.
It's a long flight for Napa.
Well, they out and back.
Okay.
It was either Napa or Anastasia. Maybe it was St. Aug Beach. Maybe that was it.
I got you.
Maybe it wasn't. I guess with the Pebble, I wouldn't know if it was Napa. Maybe it was just St. Augustine Beach.
I saw her on TV yesterday at 14. She was having a good time.
Sure, better her than me. So anyway, Friday I play golf. I get the opportunity. A good
I heard
friend.
that. My spies told me that you might have got rained out, though.
Incredibly rained out. Just
Yeah.
got and
But
not,
you kind of knew that was coming. In
well,
fairness.
yeah, but then the rain forecast changed. There was some.
Yeah.
It was
Had a window.
It was 50-50.
You tried to get it in, unlike Daytona.
Well, we played 9, and so then the sky. We got friend had invited us to Atlanta Beach. It was a really nice golf course. I was looking forward to starting my weekend there. And then the skies just completely opened up on about the 10th hole.
Yes.
Although something really fun happened on the 11th tee.
Okay.
Whoever lives next to the 11th tee out there at the Atlantic Beach Country Club, we were standing out in the rain, huddled in our carts, invited us up to his porch, and we drank a couple of beers and waited on the rain to finish.
Oh, there you
so
go.
that was nice. He was a nice man. So anyway, this is the kind of rain, though, that, like, your socks are soaked. This isn't a little.
That's a good one.
This is you get caught in it and you're soaked to the bone and that kind of. So that's my Friday.
All right.
And then Saturday, which I also had planned to golf, was another just complete rain day. So I decided, well, this would be a good day. Mrs. P's out of town. Everything. Why don't I go to the poker room and try my hand there?
Oh.
Yeah, that went awful. It could not have gone any worse.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And then finally yesterday, I shut her down. I stayed home. I watched TV and.
So you didn't get much accomplished while
It wasn't the best weekend, is all I'm saying.
Yeah. I understand.
I was soaked and broke. That's not how you want to end a weekend.
No.
Soaked and broke.
No. So
At least not me.
yeah. Anyway, that's the way it goes. All right. So Beef, what are we giving away this week for a parting gift?
That's a good question, Dan.
Okay.
We're going to hook the Googans up this week with a food prize pack from the gang over at Chick-fil-A.
Oh.
It includes gift cards for a free lunch,
I like it.
a free breakfast,
I'll take it.
and a dessert brownie.
Oh, wonderful.
Bing, bang, boom.
It's that easy. You just have to be the first caller at 641-1010 right now.
Fast fingers.
Yeah, 641-1010, and Beef will set you up with a lovely, lovely couple of meals from Chick-fil-A, and we'll roll on, talk some football when we come back right here on The Drill.